It has been 52 long days since we last went racing in Monaco, but we're here in Budapest around the 4.3 kilometre circuit with 14 turns. It's often called Monaco without the walls, so fitting that we're racing here right after Monte Carlo. But pole position hasn't been the greatest of things to start from here. But speaking of starting, let's take a look at where our drivers are lining up. So for the first time ever, we do have 10 people in the race, and of course, finding Saxon at the back is no surprise. Alongside Zach in only his second ever race. And then moving on to the next row, we have Lewis Stewart, who has had a lot of preparation for this race alongside the Know It Nothing Street Rider. Let's see what they can do from there. It's the Red Bull and Devil Honey in 6th and 5th. Very disappointing qualifying results from them. Can they challenge for any high positions? Noah Huni has a great qualifying once again. It's been a strong suit this season. He lands up 4th alongside the Italian Stallion in 3rd. And it's the other Haas on the front row with Prisoner on pole. How many times have we seen those two together? Lap 1. 52 days you've all been waiting for. And it is lights out and away we go. Here at the Hungaroring. It's a good launch for the man in P1. It's a very good launch for the man in P8. Look at him streaming down the inside. Priza covers off the Haas of Bruiser well. There's a bit of movement from the McLaren. He looks to be going down the inside. So does Lewis Stewie. Gives the Red Bull a little bit of a bump. There's chaos at turn 1. One of the Haas's is tangled up with the Red Bull. Lewis somehow leads. Rowan Mahari and Rob 799 are tangled up together. Speaking of Bruiser, here comes Street Rider down the inside to take P3. This is incredible work from the McLaren duo running 3rd and 5th. And oh, what devastating news for Rob and Big Roz. They dropped to 9th and 10. But Ceregal, Zach and Lewis Stewart are up a couple of places. Look at this gaggle of cars as we go up to turn 5. Oh, Bruiser forced off the road there by Street Rider into the 6-7 chicane. Lewis Stewie has to go over the curbs, and what a start that was from him. He's gone from 8th to 1st as we now look at Bruiser chasing down Noah Huni. Teammate now. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the Haas of Street Rider and Bruiser is forced wide by the McLaren, who's had a little bit of a slip coming out of the penultimate corner. So Huni still manages to lead this train aside from the top two. And now the McLaren is on the inside of the Haas. Looking for a switchback. Goes Jed, they make contact. Bruiser's in the wall. Lap 5 of this Grand Prix. We think Lewis Stewart will probably come into the pits around this time. The race leader has had such a great start. Look, there's a graphic showing. Look for... Oh no! As we say it, he's hit the pit wall. As the graphic shows up to say he's in 1st, he's dropped down to 6th place. Trying to go into the pits. It's not worked out. Rowan Mahari fighting back from a disappointing lap 1. It wasn't his fault, but here he goes around the outside of Tyler Blue, that also had a disappointing qualifying. Can he make the move stick? Where are the cars as they round down the bottom of the hill towards turn 2? Looks like Tyler's maintaining his position at the minute. Big Roz will be chasing him down. He would not want to sit behind these guys for much longer. He's had great pace, but he just hasn't been able to use it because he's been so far off everyone since the start. He looks like up into turn 5. Can he get the move done? No, not yet. There's a gaggle of cars here. Led by the train of... Oh no, Tyler has just gone into the wall completely on his own. Maybe they made contact there. That will be interesting. I might have to have a look at that. As now Vulcan or Surge, whatever you want to call him, he's got so many names. He's trying to defend against Big Roz. Can he hold on to that place? Look at how close he is up on the back of that Mercedes. Gone for the switchback around. Oh, that is a beautiful move from the Haas. Nicely done. Heaney chasing down Bruiser for 2nd. Oh, no. He's had such a good race up until that point, and no, he has spun around, and his teammate is going to come past him, and there he goes. No, that is heartbreak. To the pits. Oh, the rating. He's got a puncture, and the reigning world champion, the race leader, he was 17 seconds out in front. He's got a puncture. He's forced to come to the pits. Bruiser takes the race lead now because of Prizza's pit stop. And here is Huni trying to get past his teammate. There's Prizza coming out the pits. Big Ross will get past him here. To the inside goes the first McLaren of Huni past his teammate Street Rider. He's been running in the podium places a little bit too long. Right on board with Prizza now on his move. Past Street Rider he goes. Does a fairly clean. Oh, Street Rider's sent it again. And they've made contact. And Prizza is spun around by the McLaren of Alex.
0.9 seconds.
Here we go to turn 1. This is what happened. We're looking at a replay, and oh, that is just silly from him. I mean, did he really think that would work? They'll say he didn't deserve it. They'll say he didn't do all the work. But you can't even see another car out in front. He's got 14 seconds in his pocket. Around the final corner comes Bruiser MLJT, and he wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. What a drive from him. Around the final corner after just getting a move done on Huni. He's made it stick. He's on the podium. And he is the Season 6 world champion. What a drive, what a comeback. Well, he could have had the win today, but I'm sure he'll be okay with the celebrations that'll go on. Number 5 for him. What a race we just witnessed. It's won by the Haas. Their first win of the season, their first ever 1-2, and first ever win. Prix climbs onto the podium in third. Big Roz. What a great comeback from him to finish second. So your top 10 as is follows. Obviously, we've talked about the podium already. What a great result for Huni in 4th. Double Honey in 5th is quite a shock result. He probably wanted more today. But, I mean, the people at the front were just too quick for him. It's a 6th place for Rob, which is probably the best he could have maxed out today. Obviously, heartbreak for Lewis. I mean, he led the first 5 laps of the Grand Prix, and he got lapped in the end of it. That's how much his race went downhill. So Regal finishes the final points-paying position in P8. And then it's a DNF for Zach and a DSQ for Alex DeLuca after his antics in this race.